First, though, it's Getting to Nature Week, where we will be taking you to the great outdoors every single morning. Now, this morning we are foraging, which is a search for wild food growing in natural areas. And there's a group of people who live off just foraged foods alone. Our reporter, Oly Woodcock, is out foraging for us right now with Lisa Cutcliffe, who is on her 5th week out of 3 months of living off of only food she finds in the wild. Oly, where are you?
Hello, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Let me tell you what I can see. The various shades of green, browns too. Underfoot, take a listen. Yeah, we are in nature. I've got my wellies on, Rima, and the smell, as soon as I walked into this wooded area, the smell of wild garlic. And for me, it really brought back some wonderful memories of growing up and heading out into my local wood and smelling that wild garlic, tasting the blackberries, trying a mint leaf as well, that inquisitive nature. And being out in nature, as you say, we are getting into nature this week. I'm in a wooded area on the outskirts of Leeds this morning, a very quiet morning here, very beautiful, but that smell very overwhelming. The lady to tell us more is Lisa Cutcliffe. We'll talk about Lisa's wild diet in just a moment, but Lisa, good morning. What a spot.
Isn't it great? It's only 10 minutes from my house, which is quite an urban area, and this is my sort of peaceful spot that's very local.
And this is the thing, when we live in urban areas, we're consumed by traffic noise, the dilemma of where do we need to go now, who needs to go food shopping, what needs doing. Literally, get your wellies on, 10-minute walk. Wow, I feel relaxed already.
It's true, and we need this peace and quiet away from the screens, the hubbub, the anxiety of life these days. You know, it's busy, and so this is important to have just even 10 minutes gentle exercise and just listening to this peaceful bird song and the river. I need this anyway.
It's hard to believe we're only about a 10-minute walk away from a busy main road, because we can hear the water flowing, the bird song. It's very tranquil and calming, isn't it? A real boost to mental health.
Yeah, that's one reason that I love foraging, actually. It's not just the food, that's almost a byproduct of the treasure hunt that I love to go on every day or whatever. But it's that gentle walk, it's having purpose to my walk, having time to think and process stuff, and just a bit of time to myself. But of course, you can always do it with other people as well.
Tell me then about that purpose to your walk. When you're heading out here, you normally have a bit of a shopping list.
I do. This is my supermarket that we're in right now. Yeah, wild garlic this time of year. Even when I'm not doing a wild diet, I never buy garlic this time of year. There's so much available. And you can use every part of the plant. We don't dig anything up unless it's our own land or we've got permission, but anything above the ground we can use within the countryside code if it's not a rare plant or an endangered plant. And so you can use the leaves, the buds, the flowers when they come out, and the green pods. You can use them as well.
Paint a picture then. What is around us this morning? Obviously I can smell that garlic, that really strong, overwhelming smell of garlic. But what else, Lisa?
There's at least 10 things to eat within a metre of our feet right now. And we've just come off the path. We haven't chosen this spot. We've got garlic mustard, which is Jack by the hedge. We've got nettle. There's some dock there. We've got hogweed, cow parsley, burdock, brambles. I mean, I haven't even turned around and had a proper look. That's just right by my feet now.
And this is, like you said, on our doorstep. This is your larder. This is what you're eating, you're using. You must feel good. These are way organic products. There's nothing saturated about these, nothing processed about this at all.
Yes, that's another benefit of it. If you can find somewhere that's clean, away from sort of the dog pee zone, you come on in just slightly, tread lightly, tread carefully, and you can get clean, organic, nutritious food, and it's free, which is an extra bonus.
I guess one big question is the safety of doing this and how to do it safely.
Yeah, so there's a few key things I would suggest with regards to safety. Get some books.
Yeah.
So you can get field guides and foraging guides, and those two together will mean that you can understand what it is that you're looking for and what you need to avoid. Learn the poisonous species first. Have a full awareness of what they look like, even if you've never found them. That will keep you safe as well before you even think about eating something. Then when you start looking, you need to be 110% sure that your idea is correct. You also need to know how to cook it, what parts are edible and what time of the year, all that sort of thing. And you need to be aware of its life cycle too. Like if you take all the flowers, there won't be any berries. Think about the wildlife. And then lastly, go on some courses. People run foraging courses and it's such a boost to confidence, and they will give you all the knowledge that you need to know to get going. But you'll always have to be cautious and do your own research.
Lisa, fantastic. Rima, we're in a wooded area this morning. The dog walker's just gone past. We're foraging with Lisa Cutcliffe. Lisa, we've got to touch on the Wildbiome Project. The past 4 weeks, you've been only eating wild foods. Tell me more about it.
I have. Myself and there's 26 of us doing this. We're all foraging instructors and very avid foragers. So we have stores, and what we're doing is eating only foraged and native and wild foods for 3 months, most of us. Some are just doing 1 month and they're finishing in a couple of days. I'm doing the 3 months, and it's because we want to study what happens to the gut microbiome, which is all our microbes that we naturally have in there, to see how it changes from a modern British human diet to a more like hunter-gatherer Stone Age kind of diet.
How are you coping without coffee?
I honestly thought I was going to die, but I'm okay. Do you know what? I feel brilliant. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm considering maybe not reintroducing it because I feel calmer, I feel less anxious and jittery, and I wasn't having more than one a day, but yeah, I'm going to have to seriously think about that one. But it's the sugar.
Yeah.
There's no refined sugar in this diet. The only wild sugars that we've got are honey and birch sap syrup, which is very much like maple syrup, which we can make.
You're looking great. You're feeling great too. You have to touch on the weight loss that you have experienced over the last few weeks. Something that you wanted to do.
I did. Yes, I did. I have weight to lose, and thanks to, lockdown and the whole of the last few years has been hard to keep on top of stuff, and mentally and physically, I think. And this just was a great opportunity to kickstart completely revolutionizing my gut microbiome, which then affects how you feel chemically and emotionally. I just thought I can carry on losing weight after this. But there's people on the diet who are already the right weight or even, very slender, and they don't want to lose weight. So they're actively seeking more acorns, more burdock root to try and make sure they maintain weight. So I'm eating in a way that helps me lose weight, but there are ways to, get a full balanced diet as well on the wild ingredients.
You touched on the Instagram pages. We'll touch on them really quickly before we hand back to Rima, because if people do want advice on what to eat, where to go, simple ideas, but also to find out about the Wildbiome Project as well, because you're fundraising for that for the next stage, give us the handles.
Yeah, sure. So my personal one, my foraging account is at Edulus Wild Food, which is EDULIS. And on there, I'm charting my wild biome diary at the moment, but I also give plenty of advice. You see what's coming out, what to do with things, recipes. So that's my diary, that's my foraging diary. And then the Wildbiome Project is at Wildbiome Project, and that everyone is contributing to that who's on the project, and just see the stuff they're making. We're not living on a few bits of grass, you know what I mean? We are eating well and we're loving it.
Lisa Cutcliffe, a pleasure to meet you this morning. Rima, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. I'm sorry. I'm just staying out here this morning because we actually have some wild garlic to try as well. I keep referring to you and I kissing. There will be no kissing this afternoon. It was the cuddle chair last week, but I'm going to try the wild garlic, and I will be back with you soon.
Can you bring me some wild garlic back? I love a bit of wild garlic.
Yes, we will.
Thank you very much. We've lost him to the wilderness there. Oly Woodcock, he's never coming back, apparently. He's foraging for his food, and he's going to be out there for the foreseeable.
Breakfast with Rima.
BBC Radio Leeds.